Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So what do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights, you delicious and bright. Remember the batteries, my delicious little babies that you all are. Now then, the weather in our old neck of the woods in the old England, well, it's grey, it's dull, it's miserable, it's damp, and that's how they want us to stay now, isn't it? But never mind, we'll just, doesn't mean we'll just keep going, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? Rolling, 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 keep those wheels rolling, roll hard. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Do they not give that to our beautiful little babies? You know, raw hard. It's like white, isn't it? My delicious little babies, you know, like where our beautiful little babies, who we call our sons and daughters, that they can, you know, gnaw on. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little baby? It doesn't mean no, just got an itch. Anyway, my delicious little babies, I hope that life is treating you most deliciously wherever you are in the world, okay? Now then, so what do I have for you today? So let's get to the first one, shall we? I want to get these out of the way before I've got to be done saying what I've got to be done saying, yes? So this is on BitChute, my delicious little babies. And can I just please take this time to say once again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for any views, any likes on my videos. And I hope that, there we are, that you found the information that I give out most, there we are, informative. Okay, my delicious little babies, because we've got to remember now, you know what I mean, bit of the old, there we are, communism, do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies. Now then, so this uploader happens to have 14.1 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. I've not long mentioned him actually, but I want to make a point of mentioning this now then, because I myself happen to have a beautiful and delicious and wonderful, God bless her, beautiful dear little friend, okay, who's also Indian, okay, my delicious little babies. So search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies, Stew space Peters, Stew space Peters, STEW, okay, my delicious little babies. The video should read, this actually touched my heart, you know. It touched my heart, there we are, my heart and soul, okay? The video should read, open air, whistleblower, murdered, media, lying and cover up. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So there we are, I just want to spread the word. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Open air, whistleblower, murdered, media lying and cover up. Yes, my delicious little babies, and if you listen to the video, they actually need 200,000 signatures on the petition, my delicious little babies. Now, the point being that this dear mummy and daddy now, mummy and daddy, okay, mommy and daddy, okay, you can say that 3 ways now, can't you? 3 ways, okay, remember the tree. Well, they were talking to Stu Peters, God bless, okay, and they were explaining that their dear son, who was 26, he'd not long celebrated his 26th birthday, my delicious little babies, okay. He did what I believe, only from what I've heard, was doing everything by the book, okay. But very sadly, he upset somebody, okay, my delicious little babies. Now, what seems to have happened is, apparently it was supposedly a, sorry to have to use this word, a suicide, but that doesn't mean yes. But when I was listening to the video, I never felt so. It ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. There's a song, isn't there? Remember the year. There we are, my delicious little babies. Now then, this poor dear young man now then, he very sadly, I feel, I agree, had his life, there we are, taken. Okay, and they mentioned what is it, 6-something degrees or something. Remember the number 6, my delicious little babies, okay? And what it was, he wanted, and he was, I should imagine, doing his best to expose, there we are, what this is about. Now then, because we're in, I've just got later stages, I've just got the words spelt out to me, later stages. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies. It's very clear to myself, as I'm sure if you was to listen to the video, my beautiful little babies, a little bit of time out your day or night, because I totally agree. Nobody should have to bury, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, their little bairns. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but we seem to have seen, there we are, very sadly, a lot more of it. There we are, over these decades, and especially in the past 5 years. Okay, my delicious, there we are, little babies. Mind you, just got 6 in. So what's happening is, well, somebody wanted to keep somebody else quiet now then. There we are, isn't it? Okay, like they get to, there we are, too close. But of course, he came from what I do believe Indian, and they are very, and I know myself with the Indians. I mean, look, I'm 51. At the end of the day, my delicious little babies, I was brought up, I repeat again, in multicultural. So you Muslims, Indians, could be anything, Jamaican, African, any nationality, okay? Although decades ago, I never really interacted with many Italian, French, anything like that. Now then, mind you, when I was around 11, there was Jehovah's Witnesses, there we are, who were stopping on canals, okay, and they were stopping off in our old Brummyland. There we are, my delicious little babies, because I remember talking to some. There we are, when I was very young, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? They come from born in the USA. Anyway, my delicious little babies, so yes, please take a listen to that video, okay? Because the dear mummy and daddy now, they're not trusting anybody, okay? And God bless, and I will say that because I believe in my own dear giddy God, right? But God bless Stu Peters, there we are, because he's just done, it's a learning curve from what I can see from him, God bless. This is there we are, a learning curve for him, for himself, who he can trust, there we are, who he cannot trust. Do you see what I mean, okay? Now, for most of us, we've been going, there we are, through all of this. Do you see what I mean, my delicious baby? So, but please, if you could take a listen, that's just over 5 minutes long. Stumbled there, my delicious babies. But please, can we say, God bless to their dear little son now. You see what I mean? He was just, there we are, trying to do the correct thing now. You know, correcting now, do you see what I mean? But it seems that somebody else, there we are, got there. But to try to make it look like it was something else, my delicious little babies, if you follow me. Do you know what I mean? God bless the mummy and daddy, and God bless the dear young son. There we are, that it happened to. Do you see what I mean? But we've seen the same with the Boeing, so there's no change at all, my delicious little babies. You know what I mean? It's like when something, there we are, needs to be highlighted and somebody else wants to point things out now then, well, what ends up happening, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I mean, okay? Some are small fish, there we are, and some are bigger fish. You know what I mean? And the bigger fish, it's as though, there we are, they just want to get rid of them. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Like they do not mean anything at all to society. Well, that is not true, my delicious little babies, because each and every one of us, there we are, has a meaning to life. And I'll repeat again, there we are, we all have a talent. So that must never be forgotten. But these, it seems that they do not lack, what's the word I've just got? There we are, our sophistication. You know, that would become far more, there we are, sophisticated. Do you see what I mean? There we are in how we approach things and how we look at things now. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But very sad to hear that. Very sad. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, the final one. This is on BitChute, my delicious little babies. Now, oh, God bless. This uploader has 0, first time ever, 0 subscribers, my delicious little babies. That doesn't mean okay, because he literally doesn't have any subscribers. Bless. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So, you know, maybe somebody would like to subscribe to him. Do you see what I mean? Okay. I've looked at his other videos. He doesn't have many uploaded because he's clearly new. Okay. I'm not sure if he's new just on there, or, and that doesn't mean yes, because I don't know. I do not know, my delicious little babies. All I know is that he started on here. Okay, so maybe he's got videos somewhere else. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies. I would not know. Okay, I do not know. Okay, so I'm just being honest. So it's the uploader's called, sorry, Nuke space the space narrative. Okay, that's the uploader, my delicious little babies. Nuke space the space narrative. Okay, my delicious little babies. The video should read, oh sorry, the uploader, sorry, do forgive me. No, that's, yeah, and then space bar, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. But underneath, when you click onto the video, it should say Johnny with 1 H, okay? 1 N as well, my delicious little babies. Remember 2 and 2, okay, my delicious little babies. Johnny space reform. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies. That's what it should say underneath the video, underneath the uploader, Nuke the narrative. Then underneath that, Johnny reform. Okay, I wouldn't trust reform either, my delicious little babies, in our old England. No, I would not. Okay, my delicious little babies. This video should read just over 5 minutes long, my delicious little babies. Go back to where you came from. This is London. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Go back to where you came from. This is London. Okay, my delicious little babies. So now I'm going to close my book. We've got to go backwards. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, that doesn't mean no. Just got an itch, like I said. Now then, let's discuss. Okay. So you've got one man there now who is an Englishman. Okay? And that doesn't mean no, okay? And he's clearly, at one point he has the old bill behind him, okay, my delicious little babies. Then they sort of move out the way, there we are, into the crowd, if you follow me, okay? It reminded me when I was watching the video, and I needed to watch it twice, not because I never understood it the first time, it's just I just needed just to take a good look now, do you know what I mean, with all the chaos, okay? But it reminded me of what's called in a London Speaker's Corner. It's like if you do not say something that somebody else is done saying now, then yes, okay, you get that doesn't mean no, you get a crowd that comes around you, you know what I mean? Okay, my delicious little babies, okay, yes. So in this just over 5 minutes, what I saw was, only through my eyes and listening with my ears, okay, is your man there, your English man, was not having any of it. Okay? Now then, of course, this has all come about to do with, there we are, the grooming gangs and everything else now then, okay? Well, the fact of the matter is, okay, so we have to look at this from 2 different sides now, do you see what I mean? Okay, so you've got a lot of Muslims, I have said this over my time now then, okay, I'm 51 now, so I've known many Muslims in my decades. Me beautiful, I love her so, my beautiful dear little Mama Bear's dad was a Muslim, okay, my delicious little babies, okay, he's Bangladesh, and you know, so we know how, there we are, some of them stay now then, there we are, and I know a long time, do you see what I mean, okay? So some of them, they class their wives, or if it's a Muslim woman now then, as a second class woman now. Do you see what I mean? It's like sometimes you could see them walking, but your man always walks in front, isn't it? Whereas you're meant to walk together. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. Okay. And you go back to the olden days now then. Okay. Anyway, I could say, there we are, I could say many things. I'm just not going to go there, okay? But then you have a lot of Muslims, especially in this day and age, and I've been talking to different mankind, shall we say, okay? And I was talking to one in particular, sorry, stumbling there. Anyway, I've got no need to on this particular occasion. And they were actually saying that, you know, that times have changed, you know, now compared to how they used to be. Do you know what I mean? It's not as bad, okay? And they've become more, so I said, have they become more westernised? And they said, well, yes, okay? So it's only the ones who I feel, there we are, who are old school. Do you see what I mean, okay? But because this is my thoughts as an outsider looking in, okay, and I've done it, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong for decades, okay, because there we are, you watch how the flex go, do you see what I mean, okay? You watch how, there we are, ones react. So it's all to do, there we are, with one's upbringing, isn't it? Okay, it's like you could get somebody who, you know, maybe they've been taught something all their life, just to find that, there we are, that it's the wrong thing now, very sadly. Do you see what I mean? There we are, my delicious little babies, okay? And then they've got to deprogram themselves. They've got to come out, there we are, of that thought pattern. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But in this particular case, from what I could see from the video, and by the way, I'm not saying this to incite anything. I never had to hesitate. I wrote the video down because we need to see, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, there we are, what is going on here, there we are. We need to see what's going on and how all of this has been put out, there we are, put out now, okay? So your man there, your English man there now, he's telling them, go back to where you came from. I'm pretty sure myself, just looking at your man there now then, if he met, let's just say, a lovely Muslim family, there we are, okay? I'm pretty sure that he would never have spoken to them like that. So you've got to look at, there we are, two sides to this now then, okay? That's what I'm wanting you, please, just a little bit of time out your day and that, to please take a look at, okay? If it is somebody who's not troubling nobody now, and family's not troubling nobody, yes, okay, he wouldn't react like that. But when you've got some, not all, but some of the Muslim generation, okay, they seem to get a bit upset. They get quite irate, actually, okay? And then they all boom, 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 boom in your birth race now then. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay? I mean, I know there we are many things I just do not say. And I was told over months and months and months. And I was even asked on my, you know, say, when you're doing a video, please say this. But I said no. You know what I mean? Because in my noddle, I just thought, you know what I'm saying, yes? So when I spoke to them, I said, yeah, you know what I mean? But I thought, no, I ain't. Do you know what I mean, okay? Because it's just going to, there we are, stir up more trouble, isn't it? There we are. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, and this is not what we are wanting. What your man there was saying on the video was he's English. So, in other words, ones must, you know, will act, there we are, respectfully. Do you see what I mean? Me personally, I see nothing wrong with that now then. And if you look at the majority, there we are, and I will say that, the same with Indian now. If you look at the majority, they are all, there we are, no trouble at all, no problem at all. But then you have a certain, okay, who get very irate, you know, old-fashioned saying now, get on this box now. Do you know what I mean? There we are, okay? That's an old-fashioned saying. And they get rather upset. But instead of having just like Speaker's Corner now then, instead of having a serious and sensible, there we are, conversation as adult to adult now then, it did not seem to appear to be happening. So he's saying one thing now, the others like gathering, isn't it, like a half moon now, and then there's nowhere to be seen with the old Bill. Well, they're in the background, okay? What's going on here? And he even said at one point, he said, don't touch me. He was well within his rights, there we are to say that. But one went to tap him and he just pushed your man there out the way. Do you see what I mean? What's my point to all of this? My point is, if you had 1,000 of your Englishman there now, then just 1,000, okay, I would say, there we are, that some would, there we are, have a big problem. There we are. And when I was watching it, and I watched it again, I thought, yeah, do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay, but ones must be very, very careful now. Use their noddles of what's going on here. Because you're putrid Elon Musk now then. He stir up, there we are, he stir up trouble, isn't it? But then you got your putrid piece of shit, Keir Starmer. Well, putrid Elon Musk is also, there we are, a piece of shit. And like I said, I do not give a damn how much ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching any of your men there have got now then. I couldn't give a figler's F. The fact of the matter is, if you took the change away from them, what would they be? Fuck all. There we are. Simple things. Okay? None of them are trying to help the situation. There we are. This is what ones have got to understand. I'm not going to take back my swearing, my little beautifuls. I'm not swearing at yourself. Yes, okay? But there we are. We can see what's happening. It's like stirring, stirring, stirring. Do you see what I mean? Okay? You know, get a big spoon and just stir the pot now. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay? So to myself, like I'm saying, there seems to be a lack of, that doesn't mean no, there seems to be a lack, not being disrespectful now, of intelligence, not seeing the larger, there we are, which happens to be rather colossal, there we are, picture of things now. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay? So this is what's going on, because one's been taught one way and one, there we are, has been taught another. Can you see? Okay? So when I watched the video twice now then, I'm looking at two sides. Okay? So I'm not, you know, defending anything. I'm English myself. I'm proud, there we are, I'm proud to be English. Okay? I'm not proud, you know, over these decades, there we are, hearing what I've heard now then, okay? But, here we go. If you look at, like, some Muslim now, they prefer to be with a, there we are, to be with a white woman. There we are. It is true. Some prefer to be with a black woman. There we are. And occasionally you may get a bit of Chinese or whatever, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is that one's just ones, there we are, ones who are down to earth. You know, that they can be themselves. And I've talked to plenty now. Believe me on this one now then. And I've talked to plenty. And they just want to be with somebody, there we are, who's down to earth. Who's not restricted to this, to that, to the next thing now. Do you see what I mean, okay? But for myself personally, I get along with, you know, any nationality, you know, any colour, because we all have the same colour running through our veins now. Do you see what I mean? Okay? I wouldn't get on with the grooming gangs. No, I wouldn't. I'm just done telling it. I wouldn't get on with any paedophiles. Doesn't matter what colour they are. I wouldn't get on with them either. Do you see what I mean? Not at all. Okay? That would be a different matter entirely. Believe me on this one now. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? But if we look at it, you could see there we are, the frustrations. But one is not understanding the other. And that is what I could see from, there we are, the video. One's not getting what the other's saying and vice versa. Let's get on to Assad, so let's change the subject now then. Do you know, I've been hearing a lot about Assad, you know, with Syria, yes now. Yes, isn't it? And me personally, like I said, I have some beautiful, there we are, dear Syrian neighbours up the road from myself. There we are, they're so beautiful. There we are, they keep themselves to themselves. They don't trouble nobody, don't bother nobody. In fact, any colour who I know personally, does not trouble nobody. And myself, do you know what I mean? You know, because, okay, my skin might look lighter, but you have red bits, don't you? You know. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what one's got to understand. How one's been put, there we are, against another. Now there are thousands of uploaders. God bless them. Like I said, I believe me on giddy God. But they get it, they know. But for others, they believe everything that the damn government's say now then to turn others against each other. And this is not just in our country, there we are. It's happening all over the world. All over the world. You see what I mean? Okay? But ones have their, you know, their own preference now, you know, who they want to stick to now then. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody should be entitled to have the view. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but to sit down, there we are, or if they've got nowhere to sit, to stand up and discuss, isn't it? Like an adult. Not to get into all this silly damn business. Let's get back to Assad. So, the fact of the matter is that, you know what came into my noddle? It's a really old-fashioned, there we are, goes back decades, right? This is an old-fashioned saying. It's like, say, for example, if you see a little young bairn now, then yes, so they could look like their, you know, their mommy, their daddy, their mammy, their daddy. You know what I mean? Their mama, their papa. Okay, they could look a lot like their either mammy or their daddy. Do you see it? And I've always used the saying, not meaning it disrespectfully, but I've always used the saying, my life. I said, you look at your little bairn there, he or she looks like they've been spat out by, say, the mummy or by the daddy. Do you know what I mean? What I mean by spat out is that they look the double. Do you see what I mean? When I go back to this Assad business now then, isn't it? What, is he a doctor or whatever he was? That's an open question, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Yes. I'm not, you know, suckering up to this now then. Do you see what I mean? There we are, I've been watching a long time. Believe me on that one. And what came into my noddle, I happened to be listening to a video and I thought, you know what? And I just got those words. It's like he's been spat out. So apparently his daddy now then wasn't such a nice man, was he? Okay? But then, of course, Assad comes in, ding, ding, dong, dong, you know, to look all nice. No. He was too, there we are, spat out. Okay? Because he walks away with his shirt and tie and his whistle and flute suit. And he walks away. The country's in disarray. Every damn thing is going wrong in the country. There we are now then, isn't it? Yes? So no. He was, there we are, spat out by his daddy. Isn't it? Okay? So it doesn't always mean looks now then. Okay? And ones can come across, okay, like they're like pure driven snow. But they're not. Not at all. So I don't trust that one bit now. Okay? So when others are bigging your man up there now, I am not. Then I seen another video, didn't I? My delicious little babies. Okay, actually, there's another couple I want to tell you about. Where was an Israeli soldier, whatever he is now then, piece of shit. Do you know what I mean? What is it he was saying? He's raped or whatever he's done. Lots of Palestinian women now then. And what is it? Straight up the rear end, is it now then? Ah, so he's a big man. Maybe he needs to be put, you know, with other big men now, do you know what I mean? And maybe F him up the asshole, isn't it? Disgust me, man. I was disgusted when you wouldn't believe how flipping damn vexed I was, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? He just talk about women now then, like they're nothing now. Do you see what I'm saying, yes? Well, he's fuck all as well, my delicious little babies. I'm just done saying it. So that's our situation. Now then we go on to the new cars. Let's change the subject again. And yes, you only have to go on the Crow House. My delicious babies, all my dryers stopped. I've got to get to it in a minute. Okay, thank dear giddy God, my giddy God, for a washer and a dryer. I kiss them every day, my delicious little babies. God bless them, okay? Not like decades ago where you used to hand wash, you know, everything, or your old dolly tub or your old, you know what I mean? My delicious little babies, how times have changed. Anyway, so you only have to go on to the Crow House. You can find it, then space bar, bitches. And then you should have reached your destination with our lovely, not in that way, our lovely Mexican, okay, where he shows at the start of his video, that was his last video, okay, where these new cars now, you know, because they can show you when you reverse and when you're doing everything, yes, but they also show from a laptop, and this is to do with Israel now, oh yeah, okay, good old, not so good Israel, okay. Yeah, from a laptop, they can control the car, so they can control the gauge, you know, the miles or whatever. They can control, they can turn the indicators on and off. Oh, yes, my delicious little babies. That's what they created. There we are with these damn flipping new cars. My delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? Okay, but like I said, they'll never be made like the old cars. Never. The old cars may have been heavier. There we are. But they carried more weight. These are flipping flimsy now. You know what I mean? You only have to walk past and it flipping gets dented. Do you see what I mean? There we are. My delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you now? Isn't it? Yes? Okay? And of course, if you look at many decades ago, that's just came into my noddle just out of nowhere, right? This is not rehearsed. If you go back to decades and you look at, say, if somebody had a crash in a car, okay, with the old-fashioned cars, there we are, you're more protected, okay, because it takes longer for something to dent. There we are, that's just came into my noddle, my delicious babies, okay. Nowadays, you know, you watch how if there's a crash and how it just gets crushed, just like a can of Coca-Cola. There we are, my delicious babies, that's just came to me, okay. Anyway, my delicious little babies, so I do not have a lot more to say. Oh, yes. Oh, I've got some beautiful birthday cake, my delicious little babies. This beautiful birthday cake. Look at that now, then. Oh, it's delish. Should we try some, my delicious little babies? I've already tried some. I do not really have a sweet tooth, but I will have this because of who it is from, our beautiful little babies, okay? So, please join me, and thank you. Please come out of the circles and into the squares. Taste the rum in that, my delicious little babies. There we are. It is delish. Okay? Finally, my delicious little babies, okay? So I've got a pair here of River Island boots. Okay, my delicious little babies. Nice pattern. Lovely pattern. Lovely pattern. Okay, my delicious little babies. But then, I thought, let me fish out my Zara boots that I've never even worn. I'm just not one for, you know what I mean? Like, if I really have to dress up my delicious little babies, it takes a lot for me to do that. I spent, there we are, years, there we are, dressing up. Do you see what I mean? That's why I just do not go there. Do you understand what I mean? It takes a lot for me to dress up now. Do you know what I mean? My delicious little babies, yes, okay. But yeah, Zara boots. Lovely, aren't they? Lovely pair of Zara boots. What did they come in at? $49.99. My delicious little babies, yeah, size 5. Because I do not have like a massive foot, you know. But you see, size 5, is 8, 9, 10, 11. Comes to 11, my delicious little babies. How often do we see that number? Same as 13, 17, 3, 6, you know. See what I mean, my delicious little babies? So I've just shown you 2 different types of boots. You've got River Island and Zara. Okay, my delicious little babies. I haven't even put my foot in it. Haven't even put my foot. Well, I'm sure I have put my foot in many things, my delicious little babies. Do you follow me? Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, I wouldn't have had my flipping damn spars now, would I, my delicious little babies? Do you follow me? But I just thought I'd show you 2 types of boots. I made sure, actually, before I put it on the work surface, I did a blessing first. What's the old-fashioned saying? Never put brand new boots or shoes, slippers or anything on a work surface, because you're surely going to get bad luck. I made sure, there we are, that I damn well blessed them first. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway. And finally, yeah, we got some green duct tape. Green duct tape. Do a lot with the duct tape, you know. You know. Maybe if they want somebody to be silent, or maybe if they want to, you know, hands and feet, my delicious little babies. Do you follow me? Just thought I'd mention it, but, you know, beautiful icing on the cake, my delicious little babies. Do you follow me? Remember the tin now. So until my next video, my beautiful and delicious little babies that you all all out there, okay? Please look after yourselves now, okay? So much love. God bless. Have the most beautiful, super duper and delicious time, whether it's morning, afternoon or evening, because you want to get one life, my little honey bunny. So please continue to live that vibration, my little beautifuls, okay? You just take care of yourselves, and please try to take care of others, and may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected. Got to get to the dryer now, okay? And, you know, sending peace, love, harmony and bright blessings wherever you are in the world, okay? You just, like I say, look after yourself now, okay? And wherever you can, please try to wear a bit of black, you know, for protection, you know what I mean? And also, please remember what's going on now. Oh, beautiful little baby. Okay, my delicious little babies, so you just look after yourselves now, okay? Thank you for listening to any of my videos. You know, I just thought I'd mention it again, okay? Love you. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.